We got major UFC drama from Islam Makhachev, Ilia Topuria, and Jon Jones as they got on their Twitter fingers and they typed. And let's talk all about this trash talk and drama. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. This is MMA 365, greatest UFC news YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe, as 95% of you watching are not subscribed. So if you're watching this video and you enjoy this content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. Helps me out. Thank you. So Ilia Topuria tweeted yesterday um, that he was supposed to fight Islam Makhachev at the White House, but Islam is injured. Um, Ilia said, I always knew I would be a part of the White House event. And when the UFC told me at one point they wouldn't count on me, I knew it was part of a negotiation, yada yada. Um, they mentioned Islam, and Ilia was on board. Um, and when it was announced the next day, it came out that Islam had gotten injured, and then Justin Gaethje appeared. Justin Gaethje just like jump scared UFC, I guess. Um, Once again, someone else who will pay for Islam's escape. Both of their manager is a fill in the blank, starts with a B, rhymes with ditch, and also ugly. Justin, see you at the White House. I'm not someone who humiliates people. It will be quick. When you wake up, everything will already be over. So, yeah, I mean, the thing with Ilya is like, regardless of how good his trash talk is, like, you already know he's going to back it up. Um, and I do think that the story regarding Islam Makhachev's injury is probably true because Ian Machado Gary, another fighter with vested interest in fighting Islam Makhachev, said something very similar. That Ian said that he wants to fight Islam in about May, but that got turned down. Um, and obviously, Islam is observing Ramadan right now, but the fact that he can't enter the camp kind of implies that there's something else going on. And yeah, so he probably does have an injury. I believe I saw rumors it was a hand injury. Those are kind of finicky. Never really know with those. Also, these are UFC fighters. They throw punches, so having a healthy, strong hand without broken bones in it is pretty important. Um, but yeah, I just don't know if Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev fight, which I hope does happen. Um, what weight class will it be at? Um, because I think Ilia would just get mogged if it's at 170 pounds, but 155 pounds or somewhere in between. Um, I think that's better for a competitive fight. That being said, Islam already bulked to 170, so he'd have to emaciate himself to make 155 pounds probably. But let's hear what he has to say on the matter. Islam responded to this tweet. Um, well, the tone of voice is almost certainly his manager, Ali Abdelaziz. Um, but regardless, I mean, kind of implies that Islam saw this tweet and decided it was okay to post. I don't know what their relationship is like, but anyway, we both know who chickened out here. Wink. You can cover your cowardice with nasty tweets, but don't worry. One day you will get what you asked for, and your fat manager don't have to ask for billions to fight me. We'll do it for free. So, stirring the pot. Islam Makhachev. Um, and yeah, I mean, I wouldn't exactly say that you'll do it for free because I don't think that's good negotiation tactic when UFC fighter pay is a hot topic right now. Um, but in terms of sentiment, uh, these two guys don't seem to like each other very much. Um, so that always makes for more interesting fights. And yeah, at this point, this kind of just does feel like set up to the ultimate UFC fight of the decade. I mean, if assuming Ilia Topuria beats Justin Gaethje comfortably, which he's a minus 440 favorite opening odds, um, so it certainly seems likely. And if Islam Makhachev can win one more fight, presumably against Ian Machado Gary, then yeah, set this fight up, man. This is like this is the big one. This is the great one. This is the fight that every single person who has any interest in the UFC, even like a casual fan, will 100% tune in to watch pound for pound number one versus number two. I mean, Alexander Volkanovski against Islam Makhachev. That was like a somewhat similar fight, in terms of the fighter going up a weight class to fight Islam, and that was one of the best UFC fights of all time. So let's do it again. Yeah, let's do it. Obviously, these guys need to take care of fighters in front of them first. Um, Vacating belts is the trend right now, but UFC seemingly really doesn't like that. Alex Pereira, understandable. Um, but yeah, we want this fight. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. Another item to talk about: Johnny Meat, Johnny Bones, John Bones Jones. Um, Also put out a tweet, very long one, multiple paragraphs. Everyone on Twitter had a character limit, but he addressed Dana White's comments, where he said Jon Jones will not be fighting in the UFC ever again, and that he has an arthritic left hip. But Jon Jones said, Dana, you were heated about why I'm not on the White House card, but we were actually negotiating, and I even came down from my original offer, and what was I offered in return? I was lowballed. And obviously, fighter pay is a hot topic right now, but yeah, Jon Jones kind of has a point. He is a draw, whether we like it or not, and he ought to be paid as such, especially on what's supposed to be one of the biggest UFC cards of all time. Uh, Jones also said, I have arthritis, but that doesn't mean I can't fight. Okay, I'll believe it when I see it, but whatever. Um, Let me get this straight. If I had accepted lowball offer, suddenly my hip would be fine and I'd be on the White House card. That doesn't make sense. Um, and sorry, one second. I even received stem cell treatment last week to get ready for the White House card. Training camp is scheduled to start today. Um, I understand business deals fall through, but going out publicly and saying things that aren't true isn't right. And for everything I've given to the UFC, how you treat me, hearing that I'm done is disappointed, especially when you were negotiating with me on Friday. And yeah, he has a point. And he said, if the UFC truly feels like I'm done, then I respectfully ask to be released from my contract today. No more spins, no more games. Thank you to the real fans. Bones out. Um, and yeah, he's kind of right. In any other line of work, if your boss said that you're never working with us again, then you get your last paycheck, you get removed from the payroll, you get removed from the company systems, you turn in your ID card or badge or whatever, and then that's that. You're let go. You're free to work with another employer. So, um, yeah, this kind of strikes me as Jon Jones calling the UFC's bluff. Like, okay, I'm done. Let me go. And based on what he's saying here, maybe he does have another big money fight left in him. Francis Ngannou is also officially a free agent, um, but Jon Jones didn't want to fight him in the past. Maybe he changed his mind. Who knows? Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what exactly that big money fight for Jon Jones would be. He certainly wasn't inclined to fight Tom Aspinall, and he also several years ago didn't want to fight Francis Ngannou. So maybe he's changed his mind on Ngannou, but yeah, um, this is a good point. Jon Jones has a lot of good points here, and curious to see what comes from it. Bones out. That'll conclude this video for now. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you enjoy this content. 95% of you are not subscribed, so if you made it this far, then please check that you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.